This is a story of I think my best friend in high school was a serial killer. I'm not what somebody would consider a social butterfly. At best, I had maybe three friends as a teenager. Two of them, Annie and Hannah, were cemented in the reality of my high school. The three of us met in detention. Cliche, I know. For me, disrupting copies of my homework for money and them for, well, PDA. My school wasn't what you would consider the most forward thinking. Although Annie, Hannah, and I were close, Chasm was, without a doubt, my best friend in every sense of the word. We hung out every day for 3 to 4 hours after school playing Elder Heroes and competitive team based shooter games where each player fills a different role: healer, tank, damage, or hybrid. I played damage and he filed healer. It worked great. He made sure our team didn't die, and I protected him from our opponents. Anytime I defeated an attacker, Chasm screamed into his microphone, "Good old bloodthirsty Chucky," dicing them up and serving them for stew. My name is Francis Chuck, but I went by Chucky online. If you haven't guessed it by now, Chasm and I never actually met. In fact, to this day, I don't even know his real name. At least I'm not entirely sure if I do. Our relationship was weird. I know, but for someone that never got into social media, it worked for me. At least it did for a while. About a month before summer vacation started, Chasm said something that sticks with me to this day. My folks and I were trying to plan a road trip that would last half of June. It was torn between the mountains of northern Georgia and the beaches in southern Florida. So our goal was to visit as many colleges as possible in those areas. One night, after arguing with my mother over an appropriate major, I was on in Elder Heroes. Enemies fell before me one after another. Every killing shot was an easy flick of the wrist. Perfect muscle memory. Every several easy wins, while we were waiting on the loading screen, Chasm nonchalantly said, "Chucky, man, imagine if you could do this in the real world. We'd be unstoppable." "What are you talking about?" I asked, laughing a little. "Killing isn't only fun in video games," he said. "To be honest, it's probably more fun when it's for real." "Stop shitting with me," I told him. A chill crept up my spine when I said that. "I'm not. You should try it sometime." He paused. "It really gets the blood flowing." "Shut up, bro." I knew he was messing with me, but hearing someone you're close friends with talking casually about murder can be somewhat unnerving. "Only speaking the truth," Chasm said, stifling laughter. I could hear his chuckles through my headset. I rolled my eyes. "Whatever, dude, let's just kick some ass." We had found a game. That was the last time I ever played with Chasm. A week after my parents and I got back from college road trip, a news story that was out came out detailing a series of killings that had occurred in the next town over. There were 9 bodies in total. The remains, of what was left, could be considered that were found in various pots and pans throughout the murderer's house. Whoever it was ate their victims. In the news story, they described a recipe taped up in the killer's kitchen. It was titled Chucky's Stew, and detailed the best method of dicing up a person and creating stew with their remains. It's been 3 years, and the killer was never found. I'm about to enter my junior year of college, currently pre-med, and am expecting to graduate on time with honors. I still play Elder Heroes, though not as much as I used to. The urge to play dwindled as I got older, but I always tried to make time for at least 1 hour every night. Maybe Chasm would be on, and maybe we could talk about making stew. I've learned a lot since then.